We're going to start in a seated position today. You're going to take the right hand under the left armpit, the left hand under the right, crisscrossing at the wrists. Just finding a comfortable seat to watch the breath. This position, this posture that we take is called padadhirasana. Keeping the eyes closed. See if you can feel which side of your lungs, which side of your ribs has a little bit more breathing room, a little bit more expansion. We can hack the nervous system by taking the hand that's on top. You can peek up at me if you'd like. Plug it back underneath the same armpit, just placing it on the bottom. There is a nerve between the 5th and 6th rib. When pressurized in this posture, releases the opposite side mucous membrane. This may take a few moments as the body adjusts to the breath. Allowing our bodies to come into a state of balance pulls us away from the sensory realm, what we see, touch, taste, hear, and smell. Helps us to transcend those limitations and to merge our consciousness, our citta, into a state of pure oneness. Rest the backs of your hands now to the tops of your knees, index fingers and thumbs to touch. Visualize right at the top of your crown an electromagnetic field of energy. As you breathe in, feel this light, magnetism, radiance, like an arrow move down your midbrain, down your spine to right in front of your sacrum. The origin of 72,000 energy points connecting all of the cells of your body. Breathing in, you can hear the sound sa, pure light, inspiration, genius. Breathing out, silently hear the sound hum. Distribution of this intelligence, joints become spacious. I call this the plugging in, right? Letting our sits bones anchor us. Using these tools of visualization, just like the Olympics, just like the Olympic athletes do. Sa, sound of pure energy, pure source, pure radiance. Hum, feeling it charge and distribute, downloading from this unifying field of unbound potential, letting that nourish and saturate your sounds. Circle the arms around and up. Feel the breath stretch. Feel sa move from crown to base. Exhale, palms down the midline of your body. Hum, distribution of this intelligence. Breathing in, circle the arms around and up. Feel that light move down as the arms rise up. Exhale, hum. Move according to the rhythm of your breath. Hopefully your eyes are closed and you're dropping in to that natural wave, that natural rhythm that acts as a guideline for your nervous system. You take the time to plug in so that we're not pulled out. Great Olympic athlete Simone Biles showed us that by making history, already known as one of the greatest athletes of all time, to make the decision, tapping into her intuition, her awareness, so centered, so aligned, to know herself so well that there's nothing to prove. There's no out there. It's not about a gold medal, a gold star. It's about what is best for the preservation of my mind, my body, and that only comes by tapping into spirit. Next time your palms press at the midline of your body, pause for a moment right at your heart center. Go ahead and bow your head. So many times we place the importance of what we know. The practice of yoga shows us that what we think we know is a mere fraction of the great unbound intelligence. We tap and attune to the wisdom of the heart. We download that frequency, and we're able to live from that place. Pure light, pure love. If there is an intention or something you'd like to bring into your practice today, you can go ahead and leave a little space in between the palms, as if you're already holding it. We'll chant the sound Om. You can join me or simply receive. Take a deep breath to inhale. Press the backs of your hands to the top of your knees, index fingers and thumbs to touch. Rock back onto your sits bones lightly. Draw your chin to your chest, taking a few seated cat-cows here. Inhale into the space between the shoulder blades as you round forward. Exhale, tilt forward, open up the heart, open up the chest. Soft jaw. Feel free to close your eyes here as you tap into the rhythm of your breath. Not needing to look like me or anybody else. Not needing to speed up or slow down. But using the breath as medicine. Using the body to discover what maybe needs a little bit more spaciousness, a little bit more compassion today. To a comfortable seat. Let your right ear draw over to the right side shoulder. Maintain space for an apple between chin and chest. And let your left shoulder be heavy, almost as if there's a small person pulling at your left side wrist. Tilt your chin diagonally down and away from you. Then tilt your chin diagonally up, stretching out the front of the throat, accessory breathing muscles. Draw a straight line from your chin back to center, pause for a moment, and then draw left ear over to left side shoulder. Let that right shoulder be heavy, jaw relaxed, head, neck, and chest at ease. Draw your chin diagonally down and away from you, again maintaining space for an apple between your chin and chest. And then tilt your chin diagonally up as if you're signaling to someone. Float your chin back to center. Take a moment here, pause. Draw your chin down, half blink your eyes open, preferably not at the screen. And let's make our way to downward facing dog, Ādha Mukha Svanasana. Spread your palms wide, your toes. Take a moment as you settle into your body, especially if this is your first down dog of the day. Maybe trill the lips. We'll take a few spinal waves here. Lift your heels, wave through your spine, stack your shoulders over your wrists, and pause. You can do this as a modified version. I'm showing that now. Knees down. Exhale, hips back up. Resist the mat. Down dog. Move like this, moving to the rhythm of your inhalation, stacking your shoulders over your wrists. Exhale, let your tailbone pull you back like a bow and arrow. Breathing in, lift your heels, wave through, come to plank pose, pause.
Energize the hands towards the toes towards the hands. Exhale back to down dog. Take one more like that on your own. No rush. Just getting into the mechanics of your body, the rhythm, where you are today. The next time you come to plank pose, pause for a moment here. With or without your knees, draw your elbows straight back, lowering all the way down. Chaturangana just comes down to the earth. Three-part cobra, let your toes press down, lengthen the back of your neck, lift your heart. Feel the line of energy from your crown to your base. Exhale, release the forehead. Lift your hands, lift your head, lift your heart. Back of the neck stays long. Feel the front of the body, front of the thighs fire up. Keep the breath fluid. Exhale, release the hands, release the head. Move your feet a little bit wider than your mat. Lift your feet, lift your hands, lift your heart. Feel the line here. Keep the breath steady. Exhale, release. Draw your hands off of your mat, prop up onto your fingertips. And then lift your heart, bowing your chest forward. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Soften. See if you can feel the skin of your hips lifting all the way up. This is always an option. You don't have to take any of the postures that are given today. Just finding the one that serves you. Release. Bring your hands back onto the mat. Tuck your toes, and with or without your knees, press back to downward facing. Pedal your heels out. Shake your head from side to side. Step your right foot forward. Help it up if you need to. Find your blocks underneath your hands. Internal rotation of that back thigh. Roll the spine long here. Keep lifting that back leg up. 3 different heights for the blocks. Find the one that works well for you today. And then step that back foot forward. Help it up if you need to. Bending at your knees, belly to the thighs, Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Let your head be heavy here. Might even open up the mouth, might curl the lips. If there's anything that has been accumulating, maybe a little bit too much with the thoughts, too much in the head, the shoulders, excess vata, forward folds help us to release any excess residue that might be accumulating in the crown. And then sweep the arms around and up. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, upward worship. Let your palms press to the top. Take your time here. Use your full breath. Exhale, palms down the midline of your body. Tadasana, pause. Take a moment, let your hands face forward. Find your Samastiti. And internally rotate your inner thigh. So let your inner thigh muscles rotate inwards. So pressing down on the big toes, almost as if you can feel a charge of energy from the soles of the feet all the way up through the spine and through the top of the crown, Brahmanadi line. Sweep the arms around and up. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, palms press. Exhale, fold forward with bent knees, belly to the thighs. Bend your knees generously. Standing forward fold. Let your inhalation lengthen your spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale your right leg way back, hands to your blocks. Pause. Just establishing length here, getting into the body. Few things. Lifting that back hip up, so making sure it's not dropping down. Keeping that knee to ankle alignment on the front leg. Ball mounds of the feet pressing down and working energetically back towards each other. Navel into the spine. Roll the spine long. Feel that line. And then exhale the blocks off to the side, hands to your mat. Press back to plank pose and pause. Again, option to lower the knees. Use your full exhalation here and lower all the way down, chaturanga. 3-part cobra, lift your heart. Back of the neck is long. Inhale. Let your exhale release your head. Soften. Second cobra, lift your hands, lift your head. Back of the neck is long. Jaw is relaxed. Might even drop the tongue to the bottom half of your mouth. Exhale, release. Third cobra, lift your legs, lift your hands a little bit wider than the mat here. Back of the neck is long again. Find that spaciousness and freedom. Right? Doesn't mean we have to go to full range. Where can I start to practice full breath? Exhale, release. Hands off of the mat, fingertips pulling back. Lift your heart, bow your spine. Head, neck, chest, and jaw at ease here. Every time we move into Cobra, feeling a little bit more length of the spine. If you feel any pain or compression, let yourself pull back to one of the other options. Again, there's nothing to prove. One of the greatest athletes giving permission to the world, showing us that it is okay to listen to your intuitive nature. We all make our way back to downward facing dog, one step at a time, one breath at a time. A few moments in downward facing dog, noticing if there's anything new that you can discover here. Can you lift out of your shoulders a little bit more? Can you reach up to the ceiling with your sits bones? Can you draw your navel in and up? Can you lengthen the back of the neck and soften your jaw? And then lift that right leg straight up and back, all 5 toes like you're pushing into a wall. Square the hip anchor well into that right hand, right leg a little bit higher. Step that right foot in between your hands. Help it up if you need to. Left foot a little left off of center. You're gonna rise to warrior 1 here. Anchor that back heel a little bit wider, as much as you need. Take the arms off to the side, thumbs point down, internal rotation of the shoulders. Interlace your fingers. Here's where you can use your strap if the shoulders are a little bit tight. So holding onto your strap or clasping the palms, lengthen your front leg, heart looks up. Exhale, fold forward, belly to the thigh, keep squaring the hips. Humble warrior. Pause for a moment here, bowing down to that greater intelligence inside of you. You might be able to draw that right shoulder inside of your right side thigh, not at the expense of compromising the integrity of the pose or compromising your breath. Or can you maintain integrity? Integrity is the operative word here. Integrity of breath, integrity of your body, integrity of your mind. Anchor well into that back leg. Push down into your feet. Let your heart rise. Biceps long by your ears. Warrior 1. Exhale, fold straight back down over that front leg. Step back to downward facing dog and pause. You have a choice here. You can rest in your down dog. You can lift your heels, waving through, coming to plank pose. Taking your choice of the Vinyasa Wednesday class. A little bit more of an intermediate level. You can take chaturanga, up dog, down dog, your choice. You can take one of the 3 cobras. Or you can skip it and simply hold your downward facing dog. You'll eventually meet in down dog. There's nowhere to get. There's nothing to accomplish. Even at the highest levels that we create for mankind, where there are infinite possibilities, where the body defies physics, we have permission. Yogis have known this our entire lives. Right? But when athletes, world-class athletes, declare to the world, no, the body may want to do certain things, but if the mind and the spirit are not aligned, you risk injury. Think about that in your practice.
Where are you pushing? And this isn't even the Olympics, right? This is just your yoga mat. So watch yourself as you inhale that left leg straight up and back. There's nothing to prove here. Finding your breath, find your internal rotation, let your alignment be your purpose. And then step that left foot in between your hands. And then slowly rise to your warrior one. Take the arms off to the side. Internal rotation here of the shoulders. Interlace your hands, clasp your palms, using your strap if the hands are a little bit too much on the shoulders. Lift the heart, lengthen your front leg. And then soften as you bow forward. Belly to your thigh, back of the neck is long. Anchor well into that back leg. Find the integrity of the pose first, humble warrior. And then notice if there's anywhere you're dumping, anywhere that feels like you're pushing down a little too much. If you took it on one side, want to take it on the opposite side, you can place that left shoulder inside of your left side inner thigh. Keep steering your hips forward, that left hip back, the right hip forward. Anchor into the big toe mounds. Top of the crown, moving towards the earth. Little lift of your pelvic floor here. Lavanda. It's not about working to the extreme. It's using the tool of asana, using the tools of the body to gain the wisdom of alignment. What's aligned for me? Press down to that outer edge. Right side baby toes. Lift your heart. Take your time here. Warrior one. Find the breath. Anchoring into the feet. Softness with the arms. Let both hands frame your front legs. Step back to down dog and pause. Take a moment before you rush ahead. And then with intention, if it is your intention to take a vinyasa, without racing ahead, right? We saw that again. If you didn't watch the Olympics, giving you the mechanics behind it, because when we show up to practice asana, the physical component, it's that same moment that if you are flipping in the air and you are lost in thought and you are not connected to your body, it becomes a danger zone. Same thing on a lesser level, but can have profound effects if you are mindlessly moving through asana. Right? What purpose is it serving? A deep breath to inhale from downward facing dog. A little bend on the knees here. Slow stroll forward. Standing forward fold, please. Hold on to the backs of the elbows. Ragdoll the body. Let the head go. Let the tongue go. Let the mouth go. Control the lips even. Switch the crossing of the elbows and again lengthening the back body. Head is long. Sweep the arms around and up. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, palms press. Exhale, palms down the midline of the body. Tadasana. Reach your seat back. We'll come to chair pose, Utkatasana today. Softening the jaw. Take a moment here and find the steadiness. Keeping the arms by the ears doesn't feel comfortable in your spine, in your neck, and your jaw. Bring them shoulder height. Shoulder height doesn't feel good. Bring your hands to your hips. You can also bring your hands to prayer pose. Heart center, balancing right and left brain hemispheres. We'll take a twist today, palms to the heart center. Little lift of the heart. Take a twist over to the left side. You can place that right elbow on top of the left knee. Hands stay in the middle of the heart. Keep working the length of the spine. So not always about hooking. Always about the alignment. If you have the range to hook that right elbow outside of your left thigh, again, not at the expense of the knees, one coming ahead, making sure that the hips are aligned. Press down. Make sure the thumbs are in the middle of the heart. Grow your spine long and reach your seat back. Letting yourself be able to find the fullness of the breath without wanting to come out of the posture. If there's a goal of yoga or asana, that should be your goal, to be able to breathe through each posture fully. Come out of it, simply fold forward. Take your time, belly to your thighs. Move slowly as you let the back body align. Shake the head here, side to side, up and down. And sweep the arms around and up one more time, rising through a flat back. Urdhva palms press to the top. Hands down the midline of the body, Tadasana, pause. Reach your seat back, lift of the pelvic floor. So a little lift of your sits bones here as you reach back, hands to the height of your choice. Where can you maintain the breath? Maintain the integrity of this shape you're making. The poses themselves are neutral. What comes up for us in the practice is the magic, is the golden amrita, the nectar that we're after. Hands to the heart, little lift of the spine. Take a twist over to the left side. Hook that right elbow if it's part of your practice, or keep it on top. Left elbow on top of right knee. I like to start there first as I work my spine. Thumbs to the heart center. Roll your right shoulder on top of your left. Head, neck, chest, jaw at ease. Relax the jaw here. Hooking is part of your practice. You can always slide that elbow out, not at the expense of losing the breath. If you've lost the breath, you've lost integrity. Come out of this, slowly fold forward, belly to your thighs, head, neck, chest at ease. Sweep the arms around and up one more time, Urdhva, palms press to the top. Exhale, palms down the midline of your body. And then let's step that left leg way back. So coming into your warrior two. Pause for a moment here, anchor well into your hips. Broaden across your chest and collarbone, let your palms face up. And I want you to work your groin muscles, right? So feel the groin muscles pull in and up, anchor well into the left side baby toes, palms are up, jaw relaxed. A lot of times our warrior two can feel like it's just there, but what can you discover that's new in this posture? Right? Do you notice that maybe you sink down? Can you lift up a little bit? We'll flow here. Peaceful warrior. Reach that right arm up and back. Extended side angle. Reach that left arm long by the ear. Keep rotating from the heart center. Take this a few more times, moving to the rhythm of your breath. Feel free to close your eyes here. Do this with a straight or bent leg. Next time you come to extended side angle, pause for a moment here. Reach that top arm up. Reach that left hand to your hip center. Slide your right hand to the outside on a block and roll your top shoulder. Find length here. And then slowly lengthen your front leg. You can heel toe that back foot in a little bit. Feel a little lift of your pelvic floor and then stack your shoulders. Keep working that left shoulder on top of the right. Anchor into the big toe mound. 3 different heights for the blocks, not about how far you get. It's about can you grow the spine this way and back. Always finding that spaciousness. Looking like a triangle doesn't mean collapsing down. It means actually finding more length, more lift. Maybe you take that top arm up. Find the spaciousness. Take your time. Look down at your right big toe. Small bend in the knee. Block goes in front of your
Right big toe, left hand to the hip, step the left foot in. Maybe we lift that back leg up. Take your time. Flex that back foot like you're pressing on a wall. Bend that knee in. Take your foot back. Open up. What are the infinite possibilities? Maybe today you take a half chapasana bind, right arm underneath the ear. With resistance, bend your bottom leg, reach that top leg back. Find your warrior two. Lengthen your front leg, toes turn in. Really hard to look and talk and demo at the same time. Still haven't mastered that yet, but doing the best that we can. We're gonna move straight to the opposite side. A lot to do today, it's Wednesday. Find your warrior two. Find that place where you can anchor front knee in line with your ankle. Push down in the big toe mound. See how my foot is anchoring to that left big toe mound. Baby toes pressing down, excuse me. Palms press up. Find that spaciousness. Right? When you steady the mind and you anchor into the feet, you anchor into your body, you get into your body, not going anywhere. Right? You're able to find that freedom. Peaceful warrior. And let that flow into your extended side angle. No rush, nowhere to get. There is a definite correlation between world-class athletes, yogis. It's the surrendering. It's also tapping into beyond what you think you can do with the physical body. The physical body is an instrument. When we still the mind and we let spirit guide through, we're capable of remarkable things. Top hand to your hip, left hand on the outside. If you didn't bring your block with you or don't have two sets, block on the outside. Keep rolling that shoulder back. Find length here. Right, so this posture is really about not sinking down, but rising up. Where can I find more spaciousness in my groin muscles? And then where can I lengthen my front leg without popping this right hip back, but finding length? That's where heel toeing that right leg is going to come in. And I'm going to focus on growing my spine forward and then opening back. It's going to affect my outer right hip, my left inner groin. It's never about growing down, right? We never want to collapse. Look at that difference versus finding length that way. Whichever variation of triangle pose you're in, take one more breath here. Steady yourself. Right hand to the hip. Put a little bend on that front leg. Moving into half moon. Block in front of that left leg. Right leg flexes up. Take your time. Classical music on before, and I have no idea what the song is. It's kind of throwing me off. I'm going to find my center. Chose to take chapasana. Find it on one side. Maybe lift that back bottom arm up by the ear. Release it. Find your steadiness. Warrior two. Take your time. Float the arms up. Turn the toes in. We'll take a forward fold here. Fan pose. Surya padadhirasana. If your hands don't quite reach the floor, you can bring your hands down to the earth. A little micro bend in the knees. Just letting your body soften. We'll take a twist from this forward fold. Left hand underneath your hands. Grow your spine long. Reach that right arm to your sacrum. Try to keep your hips level. Stack right shoulder over left. That's one option you can take. Second option is to draw that left hand over to the right ankle. Again, keep growing the spine long. Third option is to lift that right arm up. And the fourth is to cross it underneath your left arm over to the left side, spiral underneath the left armpit. Again, opening the hips, opening the thighs, finding the spaciousness. Both hands back to center. Walk your hands a little bit in front of your shoulders, scoop your navel in and up. Deep breath to inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold forward. Right hand underneath your right side shoulder. Grow the spine long, left hand, option one. We start slowly first. All start here. Again, training your mind and your body. Listen to spirit. Find the alignment. Draw that right hip back and down. Work the left shoulder on top of the right. So that's exponentially challenging to do it correctly. Maybe you extend the arm up again, infinitesimally. So many different places that you can work on. Third option is to take that right hand to the outside of the left ankle. Your choice, either keeping the top hand on the sacrum as you grow the spine, rolling the underneath of the ribcage, maybe take it up. Or you can cut that left arm underneath. Find a place for it on your right side leg. Take the twist underneath the armpit. One is not better than the other. We just work progressively within ourselves, our own structure. Walk the hands out from underneath, wherever you are. Or stand on the feet, little micro bend in the knees. Hands to the hips, grow your spine. Step your back foot next to your front leg. Find your 𝗔𝗿𝘁𝗀. Float the arms around and up. Inhale, 𝗔𝗿𝘁𝗀, palms press. Exhale, fold forward. Uttanasana. Standing forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, step back. Your choice. Either moving through a vinyasa, if it serves you. We'll all eventually make our way back to downward facing dog. Working on Hanumanasana today. So we're going to take that right leg straight up and back. Straight this way. Making sure that your pillows are handy, whatever you need, whatever props, extra props you need. Draw that right leg in. Step into a right low lunge. Pause. Blocks on either side. And then the first part of this Hanumanasana is just to simply weave that right leg in between the 2 points of your mat. Start to lengthen forward here. Belly on top of the shin bone. I like to hang out here for a while. We're taking time today to really start to use the heat, use the direction of this pitta summer energy to remove and release what might be lodged in the back body, back to the legs, contain the unconscious. Lengthen that front foot forward as best you can. You can always place, I like to place a block in between, underneath my hamstring. Keep the half or the full variation. Squaring the hips. And work to where you can maintain full breath here. Keeping spine long. Head, neck, and chest at ease.
Find the Kriya here. Find a place where you can soften. Find a place where you're not putting pressure on yourself to achieve anything. Because the greatest athlete of all time already took that off. The pressure. Took that off of everybody. Again, ancient yogis and yogis around the world have been saying this many times, but maybe it will land a little differently now that athletes and others are understanding the importance of mental health, emotional well-being, most importantly, inspiration, which comes from being in spirit. Wherever you are, without dragging your whole mat, if you're in the full expression of Hanumanasana, one side is always a little bit more user-friendly than the other, slowly start to come back, flexing and dragging that right heel again. Don't take your whole mat with you. Come back to right low lunge. You're going to move out of this through skandasana. So keep your blocks with you. Lift that back leg up. I want you to feel a little lift of your pelvic floor here. So lower core is engaged. Blocks go to the inside. Turn and flex that left leg. Some of you might need to place the block on the highest level. Important to keep that right heel down, left heel down, excuse me. Open it up, spread the toes. Again, if you're taking this expression, this is not better than where you're at. This is just where my facility is at. With the integrity, heel down, toes flexed. We're going to walk the blocks over to the opposite side. Internal rotation. Left low lunge. Notice that back hip is dropping down too much from the anchor, and find that length and spaciousness, then take it down. It'll give you greater range, greater opening. And then heel toe your left foot if it isn't already in the center of your mat. Heel toe that left foot, belly to the thigh, fold forward. Pause in your half Hanumanasana first. So again, step by step. These forward folds aren't about rounding the spine. So notice that my back isn't rounded, my back is actually flat. And if that means coming up and hanging out on the blocks here, again, really important to keep a neutral spine, flat back, so the length of the spine, the length of the hamstring are being activated. And take your time. You might stay here as you feel the calf, the back of the legs. I know some of you are dealing with that. That might feel really good. If the full split is part of your practice, or it's more accessible on one side, use whatever props you need. Find that alignment. Giving ourselves what we need when we need it. It's one of the highest forms of self-care and self-love. So let your body guide you to what it is that you need to become the greatest version of yourself. If it's not happening easefully, again, using Simone Biles as that example, if it's not happening easefully, do not push, do not force. Pull back to a place of balance, not gripping, padadhirasana, non-gripping, non-attachment, cultivating that steadiness and ease. These deeper postures take longer periods of time because they involve not just one large muscle group, but a series of muscle groups mixed with a series of accessory ligaments and tendons. So we take our time when we open up the backs of the legs, the back body, back bends, all of that. Take your time wherever you are and slowly, without dragging your whole mat with you. We're going to come to left low lunge. We'll rock back through skandasana on this side, coming to your variation, your version that feels good. Walk it over to the opposite side just to get into the hip joints. And we're going to have a seat on the ground. However you need to come down, come down. We're going to pause for a moment here. Finding your seat. Let's take navasana, both pose. Block is going to go in your hand. I want you to place your block at a diagonal right in front of your shoulders. And from here, feel your pelvic floor. Feel Mula Bandha engage. Maybe you lift one leg up without distorting your head, your neck, your chest. Maybe you lift the opposite leg up, finding your navasana. Always back off. If you feel like you want to extend the legs, and lengthen your legs as best as you can. We're going to lower the feet down. Remove the blocks. Take your hands off to your side. We're going to take a reverse table here to lengthen the front of the legs. Open up the front body. You might feel the biceps and shoulders elongating here. Open the mouth. Release that breath out. And lower the hips down. Take your time. We're going to take the blocks. Maybe take Stonehenge today. Like to take a pillow or bolster. And to recenter the back and to bring that deoxygenated blood back into the heart. Let your feet elevate on top of your bolster, your pillow, whatever you have. Start to roll down one vertebrae at a time. As you arrive, you can bring the hands to a soft cactus. Just take a few moments here before setting up into shavasana. You might lift your shoulders and realign them. The back of the crown. You might even lift your buttocks up. Take a little readjustment. Let your body rest now. Let your eyes roll back into their sockets. This feels like a place you'd like to continue to rest. Feel free to stay here. Start to draw one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. It's being very intimate. Very soft. Start to let the soles of the feet, tops of your feet, each toe, each toenail soften and wrap. Relax your ankle bones, your shin bone, calves, and knees. Let your thighs, backs of the legs be supported. Relax your pelvis and soften your belly. Let your whole back body rest into the earth. Let your shoulders and arm bones fall into the ground. Feel your heart and your belly beating and rising underneath your palms. It's all connected, all one, all moving inside of you. Let the breath hover in the back of your throat. Relax your jaw. Let your eyes roll back into their sockets. Let your forehead run smooth. Relax your brain and let your brain hemisphere soften. Rest now in the residue of what you create. Take a deep breath in and a smooth breath out. As you're ready, slowly rub your thumbs over each fingertip. Reach your arms overhead. Stretch one side longer than the other. And then stretch the other side. Draw one knee to the chest and then the other. And move slowly as you roll over, just pausing in fetal position, right side. Just take a few breaths here, letting your body feel a sense of renewal, a sense of lightness and refreshment as you rise to a comfortable seat, letting your head arrive last. Let your index fingers and thumbs touch and rest the backs of your hands to the top of your knees. Using the mantra Om Satyam. Om Satyam. Om Satyam. I express my awareness in the world. Om Satyam. Take a few moments here, just resting in this residue. Press the tongue to the roof of the mouth and slide it behind the upper teeth. Draw the hands to the heart center and bow your head, surrendering the intellect of the mind to the wisdom of the heart. Rub your palms together. Feel the heat, the tejas, as you pull your palms apart. Take the heat from your hands and cover your eyes and your brain. Let it nourish you like water to soil. Draw the hands down the side of the face, underneath the chin, the tops of the shoulders, a little press here, a little healing from your hand. Over the throat, down to the thymus gland, the heart. And come back to Anjali Mudra, prayer pose. Leave a little space for the wisdom and the residue of this practice to flood through from your heart to every waking moment of your life. Hari Om, Om Tat. Thank you so much for joining me. Make a fist with your right hand, cover it with your left, press it below your navel, lean forward and feel a subtle lift of your pelvic floor, a little regrounding. And I come straight back up.